Alright, have a Curse Seed submission here from Aphid. So let's go ahead and see what's in the store. Tethys and Lazarus League. I will say I'm not as high on Tethys as I think I see the general community maybe. She's definitely useful now at least, but I still think she kind of sucks. That being said, I'm very comfortable with Mix, so I won't have any reservations there. Pyroentropy I'm not a fan of, but looks like this might be a first or second ring death based on that score though, so this could just be pretty miserable first ring. Though I will say, generally speaking, we should be able to get through anything ring 1 simply based on our starter cards here. And we've got Crypt Builder. Pincushion obviously doesn't do anything for us here, but you know, that's okay. We got Forever. These starters here, Crypt Builder and Forevermore Serum, are quite nice. Savagery, Pushback, and Damage Shield. Alright, definitely not the ideal things to see at Tethys, though. I think I would just take Conduit here, since we have those Crypt Builders. I could also argue Handheld Totem because we have those Crypt Builders, but I don't know. It really could go either way, I suppose. So, Merchant of Steel is Lazarus. This Merchant of Steel is Stygian. I don't think the arms is particularly great in this combo. A lot of early dupes here, so that might even be... Wow, there's actually so many dupes. Look at 3 dupes in a row. This is a wild map. I'm just thinking, like, if I hit a bunch of Stygian banners, I should go Conduit, I feel, you know? Because it's like, oh, I'll just probably get incant stuff going, but if there's only one Stygian banner that I'm hitting, and I'm not even 100% positive that I'm hitting it, right? I could see just taking the Handheld Totem, because that gives me a win condition in itself. If I just go like full that. Though, it's iffy into Savagery and Damage Shield Kale, so it also just kind of makes me not want to do it. Also Pushback, I don't know. No easy answer, I suppose. I think I'll do the Handheld Totem. I think it might drive me toward just more use, even if it's not going to be useful in the... It's going to be awkward, at least, in the last 2 bosses there. Well, take the one that has potential to do something for me, at least. That's pretty bad. It means I can't use my Crypt Builder. And that's kind of the whole reason I took this path. Yeah, I think it's probably something we wouldn't want to do. 75 gold's just not worth it. Lazarus unit doesn't need upgrades usually anyway. So, like this. We top-decked this Crypt Builder. I think I just want to go double secret ingredient and steward. We should hit this on cooldown, I think, so that we have it again for the other one there. I don't even know if I want to play that. I still do the same amount of damage just by playing the steward, and then I get it out of the deck. I could go Rage and go Damage Shield on Tethys. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, we'll hit damage shield whenever it comes up, otherwise we'll do rage. Yeah, let's do this. Damage shield. Get those out here first. Alright, he's dead. Actually would have liked to have a little more rage, but suppose this will do. We'll do this since that kills him. Do that because that also will eventually kill him, but now I just need to hit this guy with the crit builder and then we'll win. Well, there's a world where I don't draw either crit builder. In that case, we'll still survive. We'll just try to get this guy some reanimate, I guess. Do I want spikes or regen? I could actually also just do it with regen here. This guy's attack is not that high. Alright, well, got that anyway. Could take a Crystallis. Could also take a Glacial Seal. That would have been good. Better if we took Conduit, I suppose. I would imagine we just take the Crystallis here. It's about the best we're gonna hope to find. I mean, the best we could have found is Offering Token, but yeah, we'll take that. Okay. Definitely taking the Overworked Assistant here. That already gives us more or less the game plan. And this is perfect. So basically, Tethys will give us front-loaded damage, which should let us survive early waves, and then we just, even if we bottom deck the unit, we find it when we find it, and then we win with it. And to be honest, I could go either route here now, because I'm like, I don't know, there's not, like, Dualism would be obviously pretty good. Adding another stack of Reanimate's fine for the Overworked Assistant. I don't have a whole lot of money because we had to skip the trial, but I'm thinking like a Consume Remove or a double stack and Forevermore Serum would be really good too. Or a Spell Chain on Secret Ingredient. And especially since, I mean, we'll have the magic here, so that's good, but yeah, this is a tough call, honestly. Because honestly, if I can just get either Siren unit, or even to some degree Guard of the Unnamed, or even Titan Sentry, those are probably better than the Lazarus units that I would get, you know? And I'm only really looking for Dualism on Overworked Assistant. I can't even reroll for it, but if I go to the Merchant of Magic, you know, there's a lot of stuff that would be good for us even without a reroll. It's like, simply just cost reduction would be alright, and then just really, it's like, there's obviously more hits at the Merchant of Magic here. And I don't need, I think because I went this path of Tethys, I really don't need to actually hit the steel to get through Ring 2, I'm pretty sure. Now, granted, if it's Spike's bus, we'll just have to keep that in mind. But we can prepare accordingly. We basically wouldn't want to do damage shield in that case. We would just want life steal or reanimate in that case. Even reanimate is not beating out life steal in that case. So we'd want to life steal a tank. Or frontliner, you know, whatever the case. I think we go Merchant of Magic though. There's more for us here and the banner is better. Okay, look at that. We got remove consume. We'll definitely do that. And I can afford to -2 it as well, even though that's overkill. I'll probably would do it. I don't know. I could also hold out for a double stack. That might just be better. Let's see what this is. Alright, just take the Titan Sentry. We want a tank. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Alright, is that... like game breaking there, but it's pretty good. I wouldn't mind Surge Stunning one of these, I suppose. Just give us some stuff. If I really want to use the last of my gold here, this is also like somewhat acceptable. I think that's okay. We are just trying to get through this ring right now. Drag -1 is a little rough, but it is Spike's boss, but I don't know. I got a Titan Sentry here. That should pretty much be more or less some GG. I could have put him behind the Tethys. I don't know. That might have been better. Yeah, we'll do that, obviously. Alright, if it's going to give me that, then that is what I'll do. I forgot to use the ability, by the way. Ooh. I guess I'll just do this while I have it. So, the nice thing about this guy having no attack is that I had mentioned that Reanimate is not as good as Lifesteal into Spikes, but that's only because you're attacking and losing a stack of Reanimate. So if he's not attacking, it actually doesn't matter, so this is perfect. We could have also just not played this guy and waited for this, but I didn't think Ring 2 is fast, or it's too fast for me to wait on that, I feel, but maybe that would have been the better call. I also could have played that there, but I just want to make sure that I'm beating this here. Let's put you there. Might as well put this up here. Alright, you're gone. Get a stack here, blast that. Let's do that then. Let's see what we get here. I could play that now. It's kind of shitty that... Oh, I can't play it, right? It's kind of shitty that we drew it there. That's not good, because we blew the other one. Oh well. Let's go Spikes. Put that there. Well, we'll see. If I don't draw a Crit Builder, we could have a rough one on our hands here. We got a lot of Frostbite at least. Can't play this. Let's go with Lifesteal. The guy up there, I don't know what we're doing with him necessarily, but I guess I would go there. Oh, we got Crystallis. Forgot about that card. I was more worried than I needed to be. Really don't want to add another Ember. I could just add another Crit Builder. I could also just not add anything here, because honestly, at a certain point, we just want to draw Forevermore Serum and Secret Ingredients as fast as possible. And that's actually just what I'll do. Pseudoscience. I think the potion kit would be fine here. That will give us more overall reanimate than Pseudoscience would, I think, at least for. But it is Calcified Ember, which sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, we could go either route here. We've got a lot of things. We've got Endless. We've got, I suppose, a Large Stone would work since we only really need the one pip. Incant Armor, Dualism, of course. We could get an Incant unit and just say screw Tethys or screw the Shark. Or I could go left. I really don't know, though, that much here is good for me. Boiler Room would obviously be really good. The rooms would be good. The equipment, I don't think, would. I mean, I could BT Blade Tethys or something. Iron Tongue could be alright. A lot of this other stuff is not really working for this deck. Yeah, the equipment's not so hot. And Stygian, that one's not so hot. And Laser Slig, none of these are really going to be that good. Organ Harvester, if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, could be good. But we also do have the pin cushion, so I could just take equipment to like scale it up, but it's a little late for that. Especially we haven't scaled them at all, so we haven't had the opportunity to even, but... what about rooms? The Lazarus rooms aren't that good. They're not good here. Tethys, the Stygian Guard room could be okay, given what we're doing, but... You know, it's still not amazing. Really, it's mainly Boiler Room, and I suppose, like, Zone of Silence and Spell Sanctum are alright as well, but that's really it there. So, I don't know. I'm not liking the Merchant of Arms, based on what I'm seeing. Maybe Echo Vault could be good. But I just see there's probably more upside here. If anything, just adding a Reanimate stack to Overwork Assistant helps a little bit. But I've got a lot of upgrades here that could be good for me. Alright, look at that. Dualism and Reanimate. Perfect. Could even slap some armor on the shark. Ooh, Eel Gorgon. Well, it's not amazing right now because obviously Rage doesn't work with it. I could put the potion kit on it. It would lose its ability, I believe. I actually haven't tested that with Eel Gorgon. I assume it would lose the ability, but it would at least give it 8 attack, is basically what I'm doing there. Could find a Stoic Plate Mail and just beat the game with it. There's also just a Guard of the Unnamed, which is a really nice tank, but not necessarily that necessary when I'm just going to take the Titan Sentry. I think it just... yeah, this is tough. I mean, if I put Eel Gorgon on the floor, I either don't use Tethys or I don't use the Shark. I'm always going to use Overwork Assistant. How many steals are we hitting? Because right now, if I could just put like a large stone, I could maybe do a 2-floor setup thing. Because I don't know. I kind of need the incants to all go together, but I suppose they could. Not many steals, though, that I'm planning on hitting here. In fact, no more. So, yeah, I'm not going to take the Gordon. We'll just settle for what we got here. So, Dualism there. Super good. Give it extra Reanimate. If I had the money, I could take the Endless, but there's no way for me to get money, so I'll just take the Incant. It's good enough. When he dies, he dies. We don't care too much. I could slap some Reanimate on him if I really wanted to. Okay, normally I wouldn't say this is that worth it, but given that we have so many dupes coming up, I think we just triple stack the Forevermore Serum and call it good to go, right? I mean, there's other stuff we could do here. Like, we could also get a crit builder going. Honestly, I could see that also being pretty dang good, but I think I like this one better. Because keep in mind, we're going to drop pretty well Fire of Entropy. So I can keep the deck thin, quote unquote. Most of that will just be Vengeful Shards. I guess I don't even really care about these Calcified Embers early on because they just add to my draw count. But yeah, I think we're good here. Let's save the money for this. I could remove now, but I don't think so. We also have the ability of, like, Tethys helps us draw through the deck, technically. So we'll leave space here for the Overwork Assistant, I think we want on the bottom floor. I could also still just put it top floor. I mean, I don't know why I would necessarily... I don't know, I got the incants for Sentry, though, so I think I probably should. Put this in front so it can die. And similar story here. We got this early on. Nice. I don't know if I should incan it. Yeah, I guess I should. Alright, perfect. We are already starting with that. I'm just going to do that just to draw through it. I'm not actually going to play these, though, because I don't want him to explode yet. Oh, we don't want him to replace his ability, so we'll do that. Reanimate. We are getting sapped here, but that's fine. This guy's going to be our killer anyway. Really good luck with the reanimates so far. Should probably play this. I guess we're just going to take some damage. With that guy in front, we shouldn't be leaking anymore down there. God, we drew right into this piece of shit. Could save some pyre health, I think, if we focus a little bit on these other floors. I'm just going to play that on cooldown. At least we're hitting these reanimates insanely well. That triple stat, it's like I don't even need to play this. I think I'm going to play it now, though, because I will just play the triple stat card whenever it comes around, and I need to, like, probably just start focusing on not dying. Alright, let's get rid of this. Oh, wait. I was like, we're not winning here? Okay. Kind of wild, but okay. Alright, we're winning now. We may have to set up middle in the Sarah fight, which is fine. We're entropy, so we at least have pyre HP buffer. Brain transfer would be good if I find a 9-lived nightmare. Otherwise, probably not that good. I don't really know what would be. It does work well if I want to dupe the Overwork Assistant, but I think given what we are, the Forevermore Serum is a better dupe. I may still want to, you know what, we may take the scrap for parts, actually. That allows us to get intrinsic to that, and if I just remove the 2 train stewards, then I always get the Overwork Assistant out, so that's actually what we'll do. There's also Siren Song, but I don't think so. And we don't need any more units. I mean, I could take them, but the only one I would want here is Siren, and it's coming with yet another Calcifying Ember, so it's not worth an Ember for me here. Alright, go to the right. Double stack. Might as well do that there. I won't spell chain it, though. I think I would rather spell chain like that. That's a lot of incants. Just make it 0 cost. Can't reroll here, that's fine. Let's go 10 there. And we'll obviously dupe that. And with arms coming up, I'm fine making a removal now. Let's get rid of these stewards ASAP. Now at least I have a 50-50 if I draw that card. I suppose I wouldn't mind the conduit. flex here. There's really no... You know, RuneSpeak 2 doesn't do anything really. It's a measly 5 extra damage. It's like, if it helped with like reducing the cost of the card or took the cooldown down on RuneSpeak, it might make sense, but it's just not that good. So we'll take the Conduit because that allows us to incant more, and incant is something I like to do, right? Heaven Seal's a little risky here, but not really. I should be able to deal with this pretty cleanly. These are drawn shittily. Alright, as long as they're dying. I don't need to incant this. Just trying to get the green going here. I greed this a little bit. Just to make that so I can potentially draw against it. Might actually use this for 40 here. Oh, you have to consume a unit to do this, huh? I suppose that's fine, we don't need that. 54. I'm going to put him up here, that way we try to finish the unit. Fine sapping up here. Take that one out. To take fire damage or to not. This is just such a bad draw order for me. I don't want to take so much unnecessary fire damage necessarily, but it really sucks that I literally could never play any of those on my dude. But I think it'll be fine. This boss would sap me anyway, so we'll just, yeah, we redrew some here, so that's going to be a ton of damage. Should be able to get him here. Didn't even need that, but we got it. Alright, we got through it. Scrap for Perch technically was useful, I think. Even if it wasn't used for what I thought it would be used for. That's as skip as it gets, I feel. Unless I want Preserve. The problem with Preserve is with Entropy, it just kills my draw. That's all it's really doing. I could use Faulty Body for some front-loaded damage. But it's a calcified ember, so nah. Skip that shit. Alright, electricity chamber. I don't even know if it's worth it. It's like By the time it comes online, I'm online anyway. So there's definitely an Eel Gorgon line in here that's pretty good. The Stoic Plate Mail, if you weren't aware, you can incant all the times and then put this on it and you'll silence that effect and you'll keep your multi-strike in that fight. But yeah, probably not. I mean, Organ Harvester, problem is that you're just not getting slays with this unit. So it's not that useful on it. You can get like one slay each round, but even then, I don't know that 2 Ember is worth it to me here. So probably just skip. There's a lot on this run. I know what the most straightforward, powerful thing to do here is just to go all in on this Overwork Assistant and then have a slight front-loaded support damage of Tethys. And everything else I add to the deck is not supporting that. It's only taking away from it. But things that could support it would be like Boiler Room. So like, and a Silence Room I would love, so I'm going to reroll for that. Alright, the only one I'm thinking here is Echo Vault is probably worth, so I'll take that and deploy it. Oh, I don't need to deploy it, because I have Footstool. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. And we're just going to take another one of these. I probably should dupe the Overwork Assistant next, but we'll see. I got a Merchant Magic, so I want to see if I'm getting intrinsic on the whatchamacallit. Can I finally get rid of one of these? I think it's probably high time to do that. I'll just play this. What happened there? Oh. Anyway. It like flash 12 damage or something weird like that. I don't know what was going on there. Alright, we're gonna get some big value out of scrap for parts here. Get our unit in and let's start banging. Try to finish him off with something else. Technically, once I get to 10 draw, even holding a card here kills my draw technically, so that's also something that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Oh, I really don't want to let this guy hit me. I can do pretty good damage there. Tell you what, let's play this now, and maybe I can sap this guy. Let's see. Yeah, that's... Okay, we'll do that at least. That's going to be 5 extra damage. 30... How fucked am I if I let this hit? Yeah, I think we gotta just let it hit. Okay, we got sap. 50-50. Maybe melee weakness is enough. Well, is it? It'd be another 8, which is not enough. Or no, it's... We're just going to have to sap him then. It's the next best thing, I suppose. They still only do 8 to us. Definitely sucks. I think we'll be fine. I just need... At this point, I'm wave clearing. But, yeah, that was some definite bullshit detected. Why is it flashing cards to me? Anyone know? Let's draw through that. I'm actually just going to play this because I don't... Oh wait, I have a 9. Yeah, this is fine. I'll just hold it then. Oh, Echo Vault. That's what it is. Completely forgot that I have Echo Vault. Well, that is my fault. And that'll do it. Just for good measure, though. Alright, let's try to remember that we have Echo Vault. You can tell I don't really use it that much. Skip. Probably skip. Alright. As much as I want that health, maybe I can just get a Holy Stone here. We'll have health there anyway, and I'll take health here, so we'll be back to full health no matter what. Alright, we got a Holy Stone. I'm for it. Let's put it on... I guess this, since it's the most costly. And Permafrost... I'm just going to put it here to reduce the cost. I got so much money that I'm just going to do that. I don't want to put it on something that I would actually hold, because like I said, it's going to kill my draw if that happens. I don't mind Surge Stunning that. Alright, there's our Intrinsic. That's really nice. That means I don't have to Hell Vent the thing anymore. Double stack, we have nothing actually. That's rough, but whatever. You always want to play these, we'll make them 0. So yeah, I don't know, do I need a 4th one of these? 3 of them's pretty good, especially the Echo Vault. I am wondering if maybe the Crit Builder could be good too. I could also still dupe the Overwork Assistant, but nah, I think we still do this. I think it makes sense. And let's remove the Steward before I forget. And I can remove maybe one more card. Just remove a Frozen Lands. These are useless. I should have Surge Stun one of them with damage. Alright, Echo Vault, Echo Vault, Echo Vault, Echo Vault. I have an Echo Vault. I guess we won't be needing scrap for parts. Play this because reasons. I could still just play that, just so I play it. Let's see if we can get the other Crit Builder. We don't, but we do want to start with that. Do that, obviously that, and I don't want to take any unnecessary damage. Because I already took so much already. I did that in the wrong order. I'm already forgetting that I have the thing, but we'll try to remember here. So, ideally I should have just ended Amen. I need to end with Forevermore Serum, really. So we'll start with this. And let's see. A little bit of damage there. It could be annoying to finish this guy off. Maybe I need to play these out for now, just to get a little bit more damage. Yeah, we got 3 different hits to get through here. I think I can just try to sap him and hold him in place. And then this guy can eventually start wave clearing here. Alright, rooted. I'm going to root him one more time. Oh, well, maybe not. Tell you what, let's just play it now then. I want to keep him there. I do want to play this, I think. That's fine. That is quite an annoying card. Alright, at least I'm wave clearing here. I do need to try to get purple if I can. Just gonna do that for a slight damage increase. Get my We gotta go for the root, because I'm not gonna get through 3 spell shield. Damn it. Dude, I cannot find a purple, it's insane. Alright, at least give me the 50-50 here. Alright, we got the 50-50 at least. So we live to fight another day. I could probably do this and it gives me more health back. It's probably better. Oh, I forgot to use my ability. No stopping him now. I think we just gotta take, at least it'll only be one damage. Because he's got unstable 10, or 1 set of 6 damage. It's fine. I'll hit this once. Definitely will like to have an extra ember. Alright. We will need to start thinking about the fact that you know, the first couple waves leak most of the time. I think I'm overestimating my ability, it looks like, for Tethys to deal with it. I mean, granted, this is a unique situation because they have so much spell shield, so maybe I'm fine here, but there's also just so much more health to deal with, so there's something we'll have to think about. Honestly, at this number, I shouldn't need to take any more damage, plus it's going to double play that again. Oh, it just mixed the card. Okay, well, I thought it would play the card that got infused there, but apparently not. That's something to keep in mind, because that'll kill our draw too, if we do that with our Echo Vault. Alright, let's do this, get it to double play. Is that more important than getting rid of an Ember, actually, since I'm gonna take 2 Pyre Healths in a row here? Like, maybe just getting rid of this would be nice. I don't know though. Even those 2 Pyre Healths won't bring me completely to full. So I could just get like more health here. That's probably fine. Yeah, it gives the thing too. So We overall only took 1 damage there, which is nice. Well, I could see Deep Offering being okay here. I'm trying to think though, is it? Costs a lot. But I'm just thinking on turns where it's like, it could technically play the Crit Builder, which, I don't know. I could see myself Hellventing that with my final Hellvent, and, or duping it, and Heaven Venting it. I don't know, it's not that good, is it? Plus it's just bad with me wanting to hold cards sometimes. Spike. None of these really help me that much. Alright, we can remove more spears. Is it even worth me re-rolling? Because that Echo Vault's probably working pretty well as long as I remember to use it correctly. You know? So, is there equipment that we would care that much about? Probably not at this point. Probably not at this point. So we can just save gold in that regard and just not do anything here. I could deploy that, I guess. No harm in that. I think we have the Ember for it. I may just remove this. I don't know. At least these are an incant for free. Like, when I think about it, is that even that bad? This thing, I can never play it. In almost all cases, there's just no way for me to actually justify playing this Calcified Ember. It might actually be the worst card in the deck. Yeah, I'm actually just going to remove it. And I'll still remove a Lance, I guess. I don't know that they're better than the secret ingredients. But they're not like as high priority as just getting that stupid Calcified Ember out of there. Getting the extra conduit's good. We have a few cards that it still benefits to get that extra Ember from. -1 a turn is annoying. This will be a good precursor into this fight. Do I even need this 400 gold? Because this might cost me some HP. I don't think it will. I think we're fine. I mean, it will, but it's not enough that I care about. It will cost me HP, I should say. Granted, this here is not great. I guess I could put it here. I mean, am I even benefiting from his ability? Her ability, whatever? To some degree, no. I could also just start. I could still put it here and just put the over-consistent right in the start in front, which actually makes sense. I don't know why I haven't been doing that yet. But that definitely is what should have been happening. So we'll remedy our mistake. So we got the Echo Vault. I don't have a good one playing this because it'll push him back. So I'm going to start with that and then do that. And then I can just do that twice. I'll play that just to cycle through. And then we can do that. Nice. Oh, I could have still played that. I don't know. Why did I not play that? Well, given that, we should... Alright, that's good. think we're good on this fight. So it's, if I can get that kind of setup, we're good. Plus I'll have an extra ember to work with. I feel like we're in an okay spot. I might as well keep this since it's just going to play another secret ingredient. You know what? Never mind. I didn't realize I wasn't killing them. Am I really not killing these guys? I'm letting it play again so I can try to get a purple. So it looks like I'm going to need it. Wait, they died. Okay, the frickin' preview is just wrong, I guess. Alright, we don't want that to happen. In this case, I will double play this. So, let's do green. Do that for whatever reason. Play that once, and then we'll go for that. Might as well do that as well. Poor Tethys. I forgot that she's dying, but that does suck because our conduit goes away, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't want to overestimate racks, or underestimate racks. Do that. How greedy do I want to be with my health? I'm getting a lot of health already from the pyre thing coming up, but I could play this twice and get more. I feel like I'll have enough reanimate that I can justify this. Alright, yeah, he's dead. We're good. Urchin Smine's almost worth it. Is it though? Probably not. I guess I could surgical strike my own guy. Maybe I should have considered that more, but whatever. It's fine. So one thing I could do is dupe the unit here, just so I have some extra front-loaded damage. And that's probably what I'll do. I don't even think I need to consume remove that. I almost don't want to, because the other one's better. Then there's a bunch of them. Jack strips could help in some cases, but not that much. Person housing, obviously not. Lightstone casing would be good. Titan's Claw, huh? Is there any reason I would do that? I don't think so. I guess if I accidentally hit crystals, I don't know, I think I'm just going to thin this deck out even more. Okay, Ember Staff's fine. Man, yeah, these... Talk about some useless artifacts on this run for my build, though. Like, definitely nothing of what we're looking at was really what we wanted, but okay. I might remove the consume on this one. No, that would be stupid, right? I think we're just going to remove those other things. I know I have the conduit, but Spell chain that. Unfortunately, I cannot remember if Sacrifice only consumes one reanimate stack. Otherwise, I might actually be willing to just do it on this. That 40 attack and just triggering another proc of the kill would be good. But I guess if I'm going to dupe the unit anyway, we could do it for science. It's not going to break my build to do this. So I'll try this. I'm curious if it works the way I think it would or not. And then the rest is just going to go to removals. So yeah, let's dupe the unit. And then we'll remove this and that. Is there anything this can go on? Not really. I wouldn't mind removing one of them too. Okay, that's all we can do. Another thing about the conduit is probably just going to die anyway, so it's like, do I really need the other units there? Probably not. I still think I put her down here, though. Maybe it's foolish, maybe it's not, I don't know. Alright, boy, you're going in front. Try to just sap this guy, I suppose. Fucking hell. I could always toss some reanimate there if I need it. Come on, you stupid rooted. Where are you? Alright. Alright, we do have Echo Vault. That's something to keep in mind. I think we just play this twice. I really don't need Tethys alive, right? I mean, I could keep her alive. What do I get out of it? Crit Builder, which I'm already at full health, and I'm probably not going to be losing much health at this point. So, let's do it there. I don't even know if this helps me that much. I don't even need to use this for green, I feel. I guess if it's between green or purple, though, I'll take green at this point. And because we got 10, drawing 10, I might as well not hold them. We'd rather just draw the better cards at this point. Alright, I'll put you in the back. I'm going to have this one to practice the thing on. I don't think we need to double play that. Whoops. Damn you. No. Just gotta hold it. I should have not even bought this versatile Amber stack, because to be honest, it could really screw me over if I don't do it correctly. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Do you lose all of your animate stacks? Only one. Okay, so it's a good play. That's a good one to keep in mind for the future in a build like this, is you could actually use that just to simply trigger a reanimation loss and get the unstable killed. So now I could put it up here and just get extra damage out of it if I needed it. I don't actually need it here, but it's just good to know. And here he'll actually die. But, yeah, I guess we'll do that. Just to get the incant, I suppose. And I just spam these for incants pretty much. Blue is preferred, but red otherwise. Always end with that. And then toward the end here, we should try to get as much health back as possible, I suppose. Oops, I meant to hit red, but no biggie. Just ingrained in my mind to take green. Which normally you would, but we have so much reanimate at this point that it just doesn't matter. For good measure. Alright. Well, that was not too bad. Not too bad at all. Probably the worst fight was Kale. Or maybe even just some of the minor rings. I'm glad that Seraph went pretty smoothly, actually. I was a little bit worried at some point there, but this run's just kind of right up my alley. And it'll be a long fight because we are entropy and we have like no attack. And our draw will be a little bit screwed here, but you know, what are you going to do? I'm still going to scrap that because why not? I could just sap up top, I suppose. That's not horrible. Yeah, we could sap the shit out of that guy. Just limit our loss melee weakness, I guess. I'm going to put some here because I actually do want that guy to stick around for a bit, but obviously we want the echoed one on the one in front. We could eventually start getting Firelight to be the card. Actually, in this hand, it might be the card that I do want to do that with. Sap. Yeah, I think we'll actually end with that here. And this one will go back to... I mean, it's going to be harder for me to hit this card. Maybe I should try to... No, it's not working there, but... Oh, good thing I Had 2 energy there. I thought that might happen. It's already happened a few times, so. Luck of the Irish, I guess. We could do an extra bit of damage here. I suppose it's worth it. I could do it as the last card played if I wanted to. If I could get him now, can I get this guy in 3 turns? I feel like I still need to do this no matter what, so I don't know, maybe not. So we'll do that. Got the sap. Melee weakness helps a bit. We should hit this. It doesn't matter when I play this, actually, so that's fine. Melee weakness might actually just speed this up more. So yeah, let's go here. Play this. And then this, just to maximize the amount. This guy will be short, but I could kill him with a crit builder. This guy's still there, though. Let me think. Yeah, I guess that works. So we can go double play that. And then should just be dead. Alright, cool. Actually been a while since I got to do a assistant run, so that was a fun one. Like I said, though, no matter what the case, I'm always going to be pretty comfortable with the Lazarus League. They're just by far my favorite clan of the game. I think they're the most powerful clan, and especially when you have the mixed starter, you just have so much flexibility with what you can get from them in pretty much the entire game. I guess that's what's so. They're hands down the best starter card to me, the mixed card, because it is strong at like so many different things. It's so strong in the early game, right? Because you can just kill any boss. It scales about as well as a early game common card, both defensively and offensively, depending on what you're using it for, or even for removal, right? Like 5 unstable for early purposes of early game is as good as a vent or something, even better in some cases, right? Because it can kill the tank too, the shield tank with spikes, that dude that only has 5 health. And but then it also gives you some direction, right? Because you get a card like Overwork Assistant, it's going to be hard. You're going to have to speculate a bit if you don't have the mixed starter. In this case, we had the mixed starter and Forever More Serum, but you know, it's fine in either case. But basically, the mix starter just makes it much easier to speculate on those type of lines. But it doesn't just work with Reanimate, right? You can just use it to scale a test subject alpha or even the Stygian sweepers, right? Because you can get rage with it and just sit in the rage. It's not like the best offensive scaling in the game, but Lazarus has other offensive scaling cards to supplement it with if you want to go that route, right? Things like just flat damage, a lot of flat damage increases, stuff like that, or additional mix cards. Yeah, but that was a fun one. So they died early. Let's see what they had. I mean, we can't tell too much because this is pretty much going to be the same. Yeah, this is the same exact stuff we chose, right? The footstool. The only thing I will say is they did take this this here, the trial. I still think probably they should have been able to get through the fight, though. I'm guessing just a misuse of mixing might have got too bent into finding one particular thing with the mix. Because keep in mind, like I said, in purposes of killing the boss, you just take whatever color comes first between red or green. Red is preferred in a lot of cases for ring 1, but basically you can just get either a bunch of reanimate or a bunch of lifesteal or a bunch of damage shield, and that should kill any of the early bosses. You know, if I would have just, I didn't know how much damage shield I really needed. Like, I could have also flexed in a little bit of rage, for example, and not as much damage shield on my Tethys, and I might have just killed the boss without even having to finish off with a crit builder, right? But with this trial taken, we weren't able to finish with crit builder. All that being said, I think you would take a lot of damage taking this trial, which is why I didn't want to take it. But I still think you should be able to get through it, right? I mean, we could even just run it here, since we could run it again. So we'll do the same exact stuff, and I should be able to get through it. So same path, same thing here. Not that that really matters. I guess we wouldn't want to do the advanced breath just in case it accidentally changes something. But so yeah, we'll do the same setup, and we're gonna take damage, but I would imagine we still get through this fight relatively, or we get through the fight, I should say. So we do that. I still don't think we play it. I think we focus on the mixes here. So again, red is preferred, so we're going to take red. And we'll take the damage shield. I'm not going to try to use any advanced knowledge I have of there being, a bunch of damage shields, but, I could do stuff here and there. So, yeah, damage shield. And because I know I'm just needing to get through the boss, I'm going to let these guys hit me. Because knowing I can't play the crit builder does change things a little bit for me. And we'll just keep hitting the damage shield. I guess it never offered us rage, so damage shield was just going to be inevitably what we took anyway. But even if we have to hit him with a lance, then so be it. Yeah, it's just only damage shields, it looks like. Okay, well, we actually never had a choice, so this is what we do. And then we just hope to get one of the more powerful lances, but if we don't, we don't. Alright, none of these are the upgraded ones. I think we want to wait then. I don't think there's a whole lot of reason not to here. We could kill this guy and save ourselves some pyre, but I think maybe we just try to focus on the boss here. If I can't kill it. Okay, we got a 15 damage. That already is kind of doing it here. Let's see. This would give me 15 health. So it doesn't save me anything here. I'm just trying to think if I can save the 1 damage, because obviously this kills it. So it doesn't look like I can though, so we'll just have to do that. So yeah, like I said, we took more damage because we're not able to deal with tanks because we don't have that extra energy. But as you can see here, pretty much the same strategy that we had, other than just we can't deal with the tanks, and we actually kill the boss without even it hitting us. And even, maybe if you never know how things are going to go, but if one thing went, maybe I bricked the first secret ingredient and it gives me a purple and a blue. In that case, we know we're at least going to get a red or a green on the next one, and we delay by 1. And then sure, in that case, maybe we take a hit from the boss, but either way, we survive, right? So I have to imagine maybe there's just not a proper using of the mix card here, in order in resulting in a ring 1 death here. But yeah, so that's basically, I figured it was worth redoing that there, just because I guess we just abandon it. I figure if the submitter probably mainly submitted based on the first ring, so I might as well just go over that it still should have been beatable, though I still don't know, because how much damage did I take? Not much, right? Like, just 3 damage, so like, I don't know that 75 gold is worth the damage that we would have taken in there. We went down to like 40 something pyre health instead of remaining at around 60. Without knowing what comes up on the run, it could have took us longer to find stabilization. Fortunately, we had the very early overwork assistant that everything just kind of came together, but in a case where I needed to speculate a little more, then I would have been very glad to have that pyre health, let's put it that way. But yeah, that's probably all I can really think of with that run. Thank you for that submission. I did definitely enjoy it. I love playing with the overwork assistant, of course. And I learned something new with the scrap for the parts. So I'll hopefully remember that for the future, that it can be used to sacrifice a unit without blowing their reanimate stacks. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.